Hey, it's Katherine Hofer of Modern Planner, where we look at ways to build intentional businesses and lives. As a culture, we have accepted the belief that we have to do it all. And as entrepreneurs, we struggle to find balance with our businesses, our families, our friends, and taking time for ourselves. In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 lessons that I have learned the hard way by trying to do it all and not succeeding. Then I'm going to share 3 things that helped me turn my life around in hopes that by taking action, you too can live more intentionally. I believe that the costs of trying to do it all can be grouped into 3 main areas. The first one is unsustainable stress. Whether it's internal or external, we can only handle so much. We are designed to do well with healthy stress over short periods of time. However, it's the long-term unhealthy stress that really wreaks havoc and leads to overwhelm and burnout. Our bodies don't understand the difference between real or imagined stress, which causes them to kick into overdrive. Long-term stress has serious consequences, and regardless of whether you can see them now or not, they eventually make their way to the surface. So whether they're physical, emotional, or mental consequences, our health is more important than the expectation to do it all. The second cost is decreased quality. Typically, the more we try to do, the more we see the quality of our work decrease. This can lead to burnout, losing out on promotions, disappointed clients, the list goes on. It creates a cycle where we want to do our best, but never feel like we have enough time to do things at the level that we expect of ourselves. But then we beat ourselves up for not having enough time and tell ourselves we'll do better next time. However, we've added another project to our plate and have even less time than we started with. And so the cycle repeats itself. The third cost of trying to do it all is strained relationships. When we try to do it all, those closest to us are usually on the receiving end of our overwhelmed life. This can lead to an increase in arguments, creating distance and developing misunderstandings. The unmet expectations we have on ourselves can roll onto them and cause a lot of frustration for everyone. Please know that it doesn't have to be this way. There is another way for you to live, one that doesn't require you to try to do it all. It does, however, require some bravery, focus, and determination. Here's what you might want to try instead. Number 1, clearly prioritize. Many times, the stress we experience is self-inflicted simply because we have not clearly prioritized our projects, clients, and activities. This is one of the most important things that we can learn how to do. If prioritizing is something you struggle with, be sure to watch my video, What Managing Time is Really About, and download the Priority Audit Worksheet. It's a great way to determine what your priorities need to be in a certain area of your life. So here are some tips to try to clearly prioritize. First of all, set realistic deadlines. And the second thing I'd recommend is to focus on one thing at a time and specifically make sure that it's the most important thing that you should be doing. All right, the second thing is to create boundaries. Now, Greg McKeown in his book Essentialism addresses the concept of creating boundaries and saying no in a really great way. He says, if it isn't a clear yes, then it's a clear no. Learning how to say no allows us to give our best to those things that we do say yes to, whether that means having official office hours, turning down social events, or scheduling a regular night in. Creating boundaries shows us and others what we value. Here are some tips to try. First, learn how to say no. Another idea would be to create some boundaries for your work hours. Okay, the third thing is to be present. I believe that creating lasting relationships starts with learning how to be present. It is so easy in our culture to be superficially engaged in conversations due to the many opportunities for distractions. So spend dedicated time with the people closest to you and see those relationships blossom. Be focused on the moment and not always thinking about what's coming next or what you have to get done. Here are some tips to try. Enjoy a social media-free weekend. Pick a fun activity to do with close friends or family and practice being present. Rather than trying to do it all, I hope you'll try these 3 action steps. Clearly prioritize, create boundaries, and be present. If you feel overwhelmed with your schedule and struggle to fit everything into each day, I want to help. My free 5-day email course, 5 Mindset Shifts That Will Save You Time, will show you how simple changes in your mindset can make a huge impact on your schedule. With just 5 email and video lessons, each taking less than 10 minutes to complete, discover the 5 mindset shifts that might be increasing your stress, decreasing the quality of your work, and straining your relationships. Join me on the journey to being in control of our schedule, feeling on top of things, and ultimately saving time. You can sign up to receive this email course just below the video. And be sure to follow me on the social channel of your choice. You can find Modern Planner on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, remember, a life well planned is a life well lived.